to another one of my live stream lectures. And before I get started, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. My YouTube channel truly would not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. And just to update everyone, I'm so excited. This is actually, I'm having an opportunity to do my first live stream lecture in my new residence. I left the state of Florida. I'm now officially a resident of the state of Georgia. I live in the Warren Robins area in a military town. And to be honest with you, I'm right at home. I saved a truckload of money by getting the HELL out of Florida. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's very important lecture. And around this time of the year, I'll always love revisiting this specific topic, which ties directly into one of the concepts of my channel, that money, peace, rising above your financial situation, your financial health. So the focus of this lecture is filing your income tax part one. I'm gonna do this lecture in various parts, so I can take my time to not miss anything. And I tell anyone, it's so important. One of the first most important things, I have always used a certified public accountant to file my personal and business taxes. Even though I'm retired, but I still generate revenue under my company bottom line. I've always used a certified public accountant for well over 21 years, even when I added being a content creator under my company in terms of a specific service that I provide. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. So one of the tips I want to talk about is, again, you got to use a certified public accountant. I had the opportunity to use a CPA, the same one, for 2 years because I was in Florida for like a year and a half, close to 2 years before I exited up out of there. So this particular CPA, he filed my 2023 taxes and he filed my 2024 taxes. And prior to that, I had the same CPA for 17 years. So, and I'm going to also use him next year because he's going to do some additional work for me, and I'm looking forward to that. So first tip is you hire a certified public accountant. They stay abreast of all of the tax laws. He holds a credential as a certified public accountant, CPA. Go to the experts. One of the things I liked about Mr. Rodriguez in the 2 years that I utilized him is he really, really sits down and explains when he's done filing your personal and business taxes. There's an appointment, that last appointment that I went on, and he literally took out time and he explained everything to me. And from a business standpoint, I did very well this year because I had a lot of losses in 2024 because of the hurricane. So he maximized on all of that. So hire a CPA. They are the experts at doing this. And that's the first tip. Also, another powerful tip is always begin to prepare your documents. My taxes are done. My personal and business taxes are filed, been done well over a week ago. But prior to that, I spend a lot of time, and I tell everyone to gather all of your 1099s or W-2s or dividends and all of that, everything that you're going to need, because he's going to need it. So I made sure I gather all of my 1099s. Even though I'm retired, you still get a 1099. All of my 1099s for my investment portfolio. So he has to have all of that. If you're still working, your W-2. So I had all of my 1099s and all of my documents for my CPA in one folder. And also, if you are a content creator, because my channel's been monetized going on 3 years, I had to also include my 1099 to reflect my total revenue for 2024 from YouTube. So He got a copy of my YouTube 1099. All of that was in there. I ain't leave nothing out. And I tell folks, I'm old school, and I put everything in here labeled for him because I knew he was going to need to see this. And I tell folks, when it comes to your money and your finances, to each his own. I don't go on these platforms talking about specifics in terms of how much money I make for any year. That's between me and my certified public accountant. I'm just giving the nuts and bolts in terms of the information any good CPA is going to need. I have working knowledge of all this, but I tell folks, stop telling, if you're one of those type of content creators on these platforms talking about how much money you're making per month, that should be personal business between you and your CPA. So my CPA, to make a long story short, also got my 1099 from YouTube to reflect all of the money I made as a content creator for the year 2024. All of that's in a folder for him. So any CPA is going to need that. Also, another document folder that I had for my CPA, I always, because I never know if I'm going to owe or break even or get a refund. So I always, just in case, give him a copy of one of my blank checks with my bank. He gets that. So if I get a refund, he'll go ahead and set up my electronic refund. I've been doing that for over 20 something years. That's just, to me, I just rather be proactive and prepared when I'm working with a certified public accountant. So he got that in a folder. Also, Mr. Rodriguez, like I said, he filed my taxes for 2023. So just like the money I paid him for 2024 to file my personal and business taxes, that'll be a business write-off for 2020 when I file my 2025 taxes. So the money that I paid him for my 2023 taxes was a business write-off for 2024. So I gave him the evidence of that in a folder, even though he did my taxes, but I gave him a copy of that invoice from 2023 in regards to the money I paid him to file my personal and business taxes, to write it off as an expense for 2024. So that was in there. Also, as we look at this, I always, when I'm working with a certified public accountant, and it helps me, all of my financial institutions, I'm a business. I work with 4 banks that help manage my money. So I get a printout of all of my statements from all of my financial institutions for the entire year in order in these folders. And I give that to him. And what I do before I give that to him, I'm going to go through all of those statements. And I spend a lot of time, due diligence behind the scene, preparing everything for my CPA. And the purpose of that is your bank statements is a very good evidence of all the money you spent in terms of operating your business. Even though I'm a content creator, but my primary company, Patterson Social Resource Center, I do a lot of other things under my company. So I'm going to go through all of my bank statements, and it's a evidence of all money I spent on business expenses, and I highlight that and label all that for him so he can have evidence when I'm saying that all of this amount of money were business expenses, and here are my receipts. So it's so important. So important to turn these documents over to your certified public accountant, and this also is good receipts, and it also jars my memory when I'm preparing everything. I prepare so well that he doesn't have to charge me to assemble everything. And I want to know what's going on in my own financial health anyway, even though I'm preparing everything for my accountant. So this is a powerful tip. Get all statements from your financial institution, especially if you're a content creator, you monetize, you're getting that 1099. You need to have evidence of any money you're spending in relation to being a content creator. The most important part that I gave him is other information of expenses I spent under my company, Paris and Associates. But as a content creator, I gave him, in addition to my 1099, I gave him a folder of my YouTube 1099 reflecting all of the money I made as a content creator under my company, because he needed to see that 1099. I gave him other 1099s, but I also separated my 1099 from YouTube as a content creator. So he got that. Also, I gave him, if your channel is monetized, I gave him my Google AdSense account information as verification that my channel is monetized and I'm a content creator that's monetized. So all of these expenses that I spend in relation to being a content creator, I got the evidence to back it up that I'm giving you information on my Google AdSense account in addition to my 1099. That's the business side, people. That's the business side of being a content creator. When you align yourself with a certified public accountant, you got to give that accountant the evidence that you are a content creator. Also, I gave him a copy of my YouTube partner program that's like a contract. So he see that I'm under a contractual agreement with YouTube as a content creator, meaning I gotta abide by the YouTube partner program terms of agreement. So he sees this evidence right here, in addition to all of the other YouTube evidence, 1099, Google AdSense account. As a certified public accountant, all of that has to reflect, and he has to have that information. And if your channel's monetized, if you ain't doing all this, if you ain't pulling all these documents together, if you ain't aligning yourself with a certified public accountant, you're setting yourself up for financial destruction as a YouTube content creator if you ever audited by Internal Revenue Service and you are not able to support in terms of when you're writing off certain expenses as a content creator. They want to see they want to see whatever you spend as an expense in relation to being a content creator. You also got to be able to show that your channel is monetized. You get the 1099, the YouTube partner terms of agreement. That's a contract between that content creator and YouTube. Another powerful folder I gave my content creator is in 2024, and not just to promote my YouTube channel, I also in 2024 spent money on Google paid advertising to market my book, Awake Financial Freedom, to market my company, Paris Associates Resource Center. The primary services I provide under my company is professional business coaching. So I market that by paying for YouTube paid advertising. And I also market certain YouTube videos to market my channel. So all of that money I paid in YouTube paid advertising, I printed out all of my Google statements. If you go to your AdSense account and whatever money you spent on YouTube paid advertising for each month, you can literally go in and print those statements out and turn it over to your public accountant. And this would be considered a business expense. This would be considered a 100% business expense in terms of all of the money I spent in advertising to market my book, to market my company, and to market my YouTube channel. That is the business. It's a 100% write-off. When you're in business, you never start marketing. Rather, you're paying for paid advertising, rather you're out there hitting the pavement, rather you giving people your business cards, word of mouth. Just like I'm doing this live stream right now, people from all over the world can run across this live stream, and that's a way to market my services, my product, my brand, my book, or my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, one of the first links that I have is a link to my business website, Paris and Associates Resource Center. So he has to have this, people. He has to have all of the money that I spent, evidence of all of the money I spent in YouTube paid advertising to justify that business write-off in relation to marketing my product, my services, and my brand. So, and again, as you look at all this, and this is just one lecture, I got many more to do because it's too much to do it in one lecture. If you look at this, this is a lot of powerful information, people, laid out and labeled in order. My taxes, personal and business taxes, are already filed. I started working on gathering my documents and putting everything in folders by end of December, printing out them statements, and it was a lot of work. This is a lot of work. Look at this. This is a lot of work, time, and due diligence, and this ain't even half of it, to prepare to turn these legal documents over to my certified public accountant. And this is real talk right here, and that's part one. And I'm telling you, I've been functioning at this level behind the scene as a businesswoman in terms of my personal and business taxes for over 21 years, and have always aligned myself with a reputable certified public accountant. So if I'm ever audited by the Internal Revenue Service, I'm ready. My documents are ready. I've aligned myself with a CPA if I have to get additional clarity. I'm good. So this frees me up so I can focus on ongoing cultivating and developing and nurturing my product, service, and brand. Hire the experts. There are so many people who get in trouble, especially these content creators are the ones who are making significant money on an ongoing basis, on a monthly basis. I pray they're keeping good records. I pray that they're using a certified public accountant. I pray that they're doing all these things the correct way, and when they file in their personal and business taxes, so they won't get into trouble with the Internal Revenue Service. That's one stakeholder you don't mess with. Rather you get a refund or rather you have to owe it, don't matter. It's a good feeling knowing you have filed your personal and business taxes, and it was done by a certified public accountant who know those tax laws, who got the software, who are going to know it, the ins and outs. And also one of the things I like about the accountant I use for 2 years is he gives me recommendations from a financial and tax standpoint for the next year. So I already got some powerful recommendations that I'm going to be working on for the year of 2025 that is going to benefit me. And this is real talk. So again, share this information in terms of filing your personal and business income taxes. This is part one, because I got a lot of more information to present on this in relation to the phenomenal job that my CPA, David Rodriguez, did for the year 2024 to file my personal and business taxes. And also, don't forget, to mark the calendar for March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do another powerful lecture. And the focus of that lecture is going to be how to develop a successful business goal. This is one lecture you do not want to miss. And, because right now I'm working on a business goal that is so powerful, which has absolutely nothing to do with YouTube, that it's going to give me another stream of income, people. in full retirement. That's real talk. And I've been developing and cultivating and nurturing in preparation and moving forward with this goal, because I can't be no professional coach in person. People hire me to develop this strategic business plan over the course of 4 paid coaching sessions, and I'm not using these very same skills in my own personal and professional life. And I'm just so excited. I just want to give all thanks and glory to God for giving me the knowledge and the skills and the passion to present this information on these platforms, useful information to the viewer. So again, mark your calendar for March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do a lecture on how to develop a successful business goal. This is one lecture you do not want to miss. I am going to be ready to get down to business. So that's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.